mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former Miami Hurricane, and that's Brad Kaya. First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Kaya. The catch is made by Dillon Mitchell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. We see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Kai on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 2nd and 10. Here's Kaya again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again is Kaya. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Going for it on 4th down. Kaya looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, Kaya. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Watch the whip. Delta.
To the air again. Kaya. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dylan Mitchell with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, it made it pay off.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get... set for their first opportunity. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker
almost
feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough
like
him,
that, man.
usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if this...
And the pressure gets to him again.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick back in 2016, started all 48 games in his first 3 years in the NFL, and now making start number 49 to kick off 2019. A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Big hit all day. Sack City.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Prescott caught by Cobb. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Prescott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count?
Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Right here, right here. 155. Silver. 55, Mike, 55. Nice, warm it. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Following the fumble recovery, Kyle. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now Kaya to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, baby.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's been pretty... Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Check, 154. Hey, let's get in run.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Kaya. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
That's how you score.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the end. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
It's not
and
working.
The Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
That's the way you make a spin. That's the way you make a spin, baby.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Prescott.
Never make the mistake.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Left, watch left. And it's 23.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kaya looks to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So weird. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down, and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the spark that ignited the Cowboys-Giants rivalry goes back to 1960 when Dallas's first head coach and former New York Giants assistant Tom Landry brought his 0-10 rookie squad into Yankee Stadium. That game would finish a 31 blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed. Prescott stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now Kai on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Montgomery, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. David Montgomery with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. PAT up and good by Rosas, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's Eckler again, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this is caught off a deflection. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 75 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. Yeah. You think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott.
Get down.
A nice pickup at 23 on the third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
To throw is Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Okay, they need to get up and set in a hurry. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they're...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Hey, y'all go sit down.
He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.